Hi, my name's Abigail, and for my capstone proposal, I chose 4 topics, and those were high levels of sex trafficking, sexual abuse, the use of death penalty, and hate crimes. High levels of sex trafficking could correlate with direct violence, bringing intentional and direct harm to victims. There is no identifiable groups of cruel people who run sex trafficking crimes. Sexual abuse could also be direct violence to innocent victims that cause murder, rape, and harassment. The use of death penalty, I guess could correlate with direct violence, intentional or unintentional, direct or denial of basic human rights. It could also tie out to direct violence, as I said, because of murder. Hate crimes could tie in with direct violence and cultural violence as well. This ties up to both because it is direct violence, harm to individual or groups that cause war, murder, rape, and harassment. Cultural, because of people's beliefs, values, or ideas. It justifies the direct violence. For my interview, I interviewed my uncle. His personal definition of justice is what he said. Justice means doing something bad and receiving consequences. Justice looks like the Statue of Liberty representing, he said that the Statue of Liberty represented the American dream for him, because I guess my family coming here had a vision of America as their American dream, and I guess the first thing you see when you come here is the Statue of Liberty, and I guess that means liberty or justice for them, justice for their American dream, and justice for them being here. His historical definition would be justice means working hard, gets rewarded. He feels like he will get rewarded for all he's worked for. Today's problems, he said that people who are racist changes, changes today's justice. He gave an example of George Floyd and police brutality in general, and he says that people will always be against you. So the 2 topics I chose were high levels of sex trafficking and sexual abuse. For sex trafficking, the organizations that I listed were the National Home Trafficking Hotline. Their purpose, I guess, would be connect with victims and survivors of sex trafficking and labor trafficking with services and support to get help and stay safe. For the Global Alliance Against Trafficking Women, their purpose, I guess you could say, was decriminalize sex work to prevent trafficking and abuse. And then for my sexual abuse topic, I also did 2 organizations. The first one was RAIN, and their purpose is to provide confidential crisis support for victims. And the other one was MN CASA. I guess this is a Minnesotan organization. It supports advocates, prevention systems built. You know what?